A chaotic scene in Seattle left 2 people dead and 2 others injured. We'll break down what happened.
Law enforcement officers across the state are joining the Kittitas community in honoring a fallen deputy. This morning, we hear a message from the family of Deputy Ryan Thompson.
A social media trend is making its way to Spokane. It is all about helping our planet. Welcome to KREM 2 Morning News on the CW22. It is 7 a.m. now on this Thursday. I'm Brittany Bailey.
And I'm Jen York. Thanks so much for waking up with us on a bit of a drizzly start to our Thursday morning, but things are drying out as we get closer and closer to the weekend, and it looks like we have a beautiful forecast on tap. But until then, we have Evan Ronnie in the Weather Center telling us everything we need to know.
That's exactly right, Jen. We are starting off the day with a couple showers around mainly the northern third of Washington on satellite radar. Over just the last few hours, we've picked up on a decent amount of those hit or miss showers in the Spokane area. Just around the 2 and 3 o'clock hour early this morning, we picked up on 1/10 of an inch of rain. So a pretty decent dropping that we saw for the Spokane area over the early morning hours. But what we're seeing really over the next couple hours is a gradual drying of the skies. You can see the 12-hour forecast indicates that only really over the next couple hours do we hold a 20% chance of showers. Aside from that, cloudy skies are going to be the theme. Those temperatures aren't going to warm up by much. We're at 40 degrees right now. We won't get above 50 by the afternoon. In fact, most areas of the northwest are going to cap out in the upper 40s to end the day. Right now outside, roads are still slightly wet from some of that drizzle overnight, and temperatures are mainly in the upper 30s and low 40s. We're at 40 degrees right now in Spokane. Winds have calmed down significantly from where they were yesterday, whereas we were in the 20-mile-per-hour range as far as those gusts go. We're now pretty calm and not picking up on anything above 3 miles an hour. So some good news on that front. It is now 7:02. I'll send things over to Cody Crawford, checking up on what traffic looks like to start off our day. Hi, Cody.
Good morning. I want to remind drivers of some a construction project going on in Spokane. South Crestline Street is closed from East Pacific Avenue to East First Avenue. The area is under construction for storm drain improvements. This area is still under construction, so it may be a while before the street reopens. That is all I have for now, but I'll be back in 30 minutes with more. Brittany, I'll send it back to you.
Cody, thank you so much. 2 people were killed and 2 others were hurt after a carjacking, shooting, and crash in North Seattle. Jen has that report this morning.
Brittany, thank you. Seattle city leaders are calling the crime random and senseless. And this morning, the suspect is in custody. 2 other people are now recovering in the hospital. Authorities are still trying to figure out exactly why it all happened. Now we have a look at what happened. We'll walk you through it. Authorities say it started when a 33-year-old man tried to carjack a vehicle. Police said he shot the woman behind the wheel before walking into the street and then shooting at a Metro bus. The Metro bus driver was shot in the torso but managed to drive away from the scene. Police say the suspect then approached a red Prius, shooting and killing the driver. When officers arrived, they say the suspect drove away in the stolen Prius. He eventually crashed into another vehicle, killing that other driver. After a standoff, the suspect was taken into custody. He is now in the he's out of the hospital this morning. He did have non-life-threatening injuries. And witnesses described the scene as chaotic. Some said it was hard to tell who was the gunman and who was the victim.
I thought he had been shot and was possibly dead, but the guy gets up and then he pulls out his gun. I thought he was the victim, but all of a sudden he's the suspect. He's the guy shooting. I came back outside to see if I could help him, and he's the guy that gets up and starts, shooting more people.
The witness tried to help people once he realized what was happening, and he said even though he was putting himself in danger, he would do it all over again. Brittany?
Jen, thank you. Friends and family will be saying their last goodbyes today to Kittitas County Sheriff's Deputy Ryan Thompson. He was shot last week in the line of duty and later died. Tony Black from our Seattle sister station has more on today's service.
His memorial will take place here at Nicholson Pavilion on the campus of Central Washington University at 2 p.m. this afternoon, where there will be several law enforcement agencies on hand to pay their respects to Deputy Ryan Thompson. So here are the details of the event. At 9 a.m., non-Kittitas County Sheriff law enforcement will begin staging. They will be facing north on Lakeshore Way. Now, the procession itself begins shortly after noon at 12:15. It will begin at the funeral home and make its way here to the pavilion. Now, as for the memorial itself, seating will be limited and classes are in session here at Central Washington University. So for the public or anyone wanting to watch the remembrance service and that cannot get in, they will also have a live stream of it available at the Cle Elum High School Gymnasium beginning at 1:15. Now, 600 people can fit inside of that gym. Authorities are expecting high traffic all day throughout Ellensburg, so you will want to plan accordingly. One other note today, Eastside Fire and Rescue will be handling all the service calls for the Kittitas County Sheriff so that all of them can come and pay their respects to Deputy Thompson. Here in Ellensburg, I'm Tony Black, KREM 2 News.
7:05 now. A new bill in Oregon is taking aim at gun safety.
The proposal allows first graders in Oregon to learn about gun safety in schools. So we want to know what you think. Should Washington and Idaho schools start teaching first graders about gun safety? You can let us know by going to krem.com/vote or by clicking on the Vote Now tab on the KREM 2 mobile app.
Now, supporters of the bill say they want to educate children on what to do if they encounter a gun. If passed, the classes would not be mandated. Parents could opt out their children if they want. The person proposing the bill says first graders don't have enough life experience to draw from to make safe decisions. He says these classes would change that.
Whether you like guns or don't like guns, your kids can be exposed somewhere. Statistics drives everything that we do. And so from about 4 to 8, that's where our kids are most vulnerable.
Well, under the proposal, the 30-minute class would have to be taught by a teacher, administrator, law enforcement officer, or a first responder. It would not involve any real guns or ammo, but it would teach children how to respond if they encounter the real thing. The class would also address the difference between video game violence and real-life violence. Supporters say the goal would be to educate children not to politicize the issue around guns or gun ownership.
And taking a look at your results, 93% of you saying that you think Idaho and Washington also should offer those sorts of classes.
7:07 now. A proposal to bring high-speed internet to every community in Washington is working its way through the state legislature.
Washington Governor Jay Inslee says the bill would help communities with unreliable internet coverage or no access at all. The proposal would establish a statewide broadband service to the public. It also would have a special focus on connecting rural and tribal communities.
The bill would not provide free high-speed internet to households. However, it would make broadband service more affordable to remote parts of the state. A new challenge on social media is making the planet a cleaner place.
KREM 2's Kiera O'Fallon is live this morning, putting in some work and telling us about the Trash Tag Challenge. Good morning, Kiera.
Yes, good morning. So as you can see, we are participating in the Trash Tag Challenge this morning, just doing a little cleanup here at People's Park in Spokane. This challenge actually started on Reddit. So it actually started a little while back. Tens of thousands of people have actually posted to social media about this challenge. So it started on Reddit, and the user posted saying, quote, all you bored teens out here, this is what you can do. Go out and beautify your community. So that's what a lot of people have been doing. Since then, the hashtag has been used over 20,000 times for posts on Instagram. And even a 10-year-old participated, Deegan, who's from Spokane. The idea is to post before and after pictures of the area you cleaned up. Local Washington Air National Guard recruiters say they plan to take part soon.
The Washington Air National Guard is made up of members that are all part of the community. Most people do it part-time, 1 week in a month, and the rest of the month they're out here in the community. So if we're part of the community, let's give back to the community.
We only have so many resources, and we're our own best resource. I'm able-bodied, they're able-bodied, so if we can help save our community some money and make it look better together, I mean, why not? It's a couple minutes just to help out.
So I'm here live now with Isaac, who you just heard from in that interview. So he, as I said, is with the Washington Air National Guard recruiters. So tell me a little bit about the event that you guys have coming up. You're going to be doing and participating in the Trash Tag Challenge.
That's right. So we saw the same post on Reddit, and we thought, what a cool way to give back to the community that we support. So we're organizing our own trash tag pickup next Friday, starting at noon at our Spokane recruiting office. And we're going to start there, work our way down Washington Street, and then over on the Centennial Trail, all the way over towards Gonzaga. So what we're really hoping is if we're going towards Gonzaga and you have Red Lion there and everything else, maybe they'll want to help out too. It'd be great just to get the community helping out the community.
So you said that's going to be April 5th around noonish, right?
Around noon. And we'll post information for that on our Instagram, Spokane Air Guard Recruiting.
All right, if you're interested in joining them, just head over to their Instagram page and reach out. I'll send it back to you guys. We're going to be picking up some trash all morning long. We'll post those pictures soon.
That's right. Keep working. Get at it. Thanks, Kiera. It is 7:10 now on this Thursday.
I was like, who's this guy in the Sherlock Holmes outfit? Like, I have no idea who he is.
You know, I don't even know who that is, to be honest.
A mystery man in the GU locker room had a lot of people talking this morning. We meet the man behind the magnifying glass.
Now, it may be the best deal of the year. Matt Granite shows us the best new gadget for your car, and it's just in time for pothole season.
I had to stop from the shock of